You can't see him yet, but I promise he's here. Miller, the dog. There you go. I think you see his leg there in the back hanging out. We're going to meet him here very shortly. But nice to see you guys here. My name is Mike Janella. I'm your host. With me, also as promised, Saxon Eastman, a puppy raiser, which is an amazing job from Canine Companions for Independence. Hi.
Hi, thank you so much for having us. We're really excited to be here.
It's a pleasure. And right now, our star of the show, Miller, is kind of hanging out. He's just chilling. He's relaxing, waiting for his prime time here on Wild Lives. So Miller right now is training with Canine Companions for Independence to become a service dog for children and adults with disabilities. We got plenty of things to talk about, but I'm sure you guys are going to have questions and comments as well. Saxon, from the time he's bred and born to when you get him to what happens after you're done training him, because you don't get to keep him forever.
No.
Give us a little rundown of what that timeline is like in his life.
Sure. So he was actually purpose bred at the training center in Santa Rosa, California, and his mother, his brood's foster, actually whelped him and cared for him until he was about 8 weeks old, at which time he came to the Northeast CCI region, which is on Long Island, and from there he was matched with me as his puppy raiser, and I have him for the first, as I said, 18 months of his life. So he'll be actually about 20 months old when he goes in for formal training.
Okay.
And what formal training entails is he will go to the Miller family campus on Long Island, which he is named after.
Oh, makes sense, right? It checks
Don't
out.
tell him that. He likes to think it's named after him. And he will be paired with one of their professional instructors who will teach him specific service dog skills. He'll learn up to 40 skills. And then from there, that person will match him with his eventual handler. And
Which we're seeing right now. So this is eventually what Miller's going to
Yes.
hopefully end up being, is someone's one-on-one dog, as
right.
we're seeing here.
And then him and his person will go through 2 weeks of team training at the center where an instructor will teach them to work together as a team. And yeah,
Awesome.
he'll change a life.
I was reading this, it's no guarantee, right? The numbers for
Right.
actually graduating this program are actually pretty low in general, right?
It takes a very special dog to do this type of work. You know, they can be really in any situation, and they have to be able to perform their job no matter what, whether it's at home, whether it's, you know, out in the world running errands, or whether it's in an emergency situation. So it really takes a dog with a special type of temperament to be able to make it in this field. Miller, stand. Yes, good boy.
Gotta have treats. When you do a
Sit.
command, treats are very important.
He has to get paid, you know.
Hey, I can't blame him. It's a smart dog.
Good boy. Good job. Down. Yes.
All right, so we've got
Very
down.
Good. Sit. Good. And now he'll demonstrate for you his most favorite skill. Shake. Good
Nice.
boy.
Oh, wow.
Good boy.
It's pretty adorable. And he's fluid, too. It's not like anything's clunky. He's actually doing it really well.
Yeah, he does really well. He's a nice boy. Miller, heel. Yes.
Very nice.
Good work. Good boy.
Now, he's training on lap and up still, or
Yes, he's still training on
Okay,
lap,
so
but we can try to
can try.
demonstrate for you. Miller, lap. Yes.
Hey,
Good
attaboy, Miller.
boy. Good job, buddy.
See, he was saving it for once
was,
it was
yeah.
prime time, lights on, cameras rolling. He's like, that's what I'm going to do, my best stuff.
Good boy, buddy.
So
Good job.
it caught my attention. You mentioned eventually doing this kind of stuff to turn lights on, things like that.
Yes.
What are what's the graduate level courses? What are some of those tricks? I mean, we say tricks, but obviously they're abilities and things that they have. Skills, yeah, that's the
Yeah.
word I was looking for. So what are some of these more advanced ones that someone in Miller's shoes, once he becomes someone's service dog for good, what are some of those things that he may be able to do?
Well, I think some of the things that I tell people that they're always most impressed by is that he will be able to load and unload a front-facing washer and dryer.
No way.
Yep.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That is crazy. Separate whites and colors too, or is that up to someone else?
I don't
to
know.
move
Dogs
forward?
are colorblind, I think.
Oh, okay.
So we'll see about that.
That's
but
crazy though. Wow.
Yeah, and he'll be able to take someone's socks on and off. If someone were to drop something such as their keys, he would be able to retrieve it and give it back to them. So he'll have a number of different skills that he will be able to perform to make his person's life easier and to give them greater independence.
So I've got to ask, because I would imagine you get these puppies for 18 months or so at a time. That's hard saying goodbye when it's time.
Oh, it's very
send them
hard.
back?
It's very, very hard. Puppy raising, I always say, it's an emotional roller coaster. There's ups and downs along the way, and definitely goodbye is a hard moment. But it really is worth it when you see your dog graduate and change somebody's life and do what it is that you've worked so hard for them to go on and do. You know, I don't have any children, but some people compare it to watching your kids graduate from college. You know, you send them off into the world, and you want them to do well and be happy and make a difference.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Saxon Eastman again with Canine Companions for Independence. Miller the puppy, we're pulling for you, buddy. We're hoping for that graduation, that you eventually get to do everything you've been trained to do. And we're glad that we could add being on Wild Lives as part of his reference library, his experiences for his training.
Experience for
so
him.
that was great stuff. Thank you so much again.
Thank
this was
you so
awesome.
much. Thank you.
And thank you guys for watching. Don't forget, we're here every Friday, so check us out with some of the coolest, best animals. And we're happy to have Miller now have joined us. And again, we're hoping for the best, that he gets that graduation and that ceremonial leash handover.
Yes,
we are waiting for that. Yeah, fingers crossed.
I have a lot of confidence in him.
As do I. Miller is going to do it. All right, guys. Thanks for watching Wild Lives here on Little Things. Catch you next time. See ya.